There is a place where stories are stockpiled in a culture that no longer shares singular tales. We each have our own. There's a place called the Source, a place where tales are told and where young men and women can find them. This is Max, and Max, when he's not in school or doing chores, dreams of another world, a world filled with heroes and monsters. His father, Mike, wants to protect him and shepherd him through that world, but at the same time encourage him to dream. From time to time, once every 2 or 3 weeks, Max, under the guidance of his father, will take a journey to the Source, a place where Max will find stories that are meaningful to him. The journey is not far, and while they travel, they talk and make plans of the kinds of stories that might be collected. Upon arrival at the Source, excitement builds as they enter the sacred gateway into the land where the stories are kept. Inside the Source, it's a kind of playland, a playland where young men and women, and some older ones, can walk, scan the shelves, looking for the appropriate stories that they seek. Monster stories, hero stories, there are so many to choose from. While Max is attracted to the colorful titles, he often will take them and refer to his father for review. Mike, taking his job as father seriously, scans the titles to make sure there's no inappropriate material for a child Max's age. It's a kind of balancing act. Max chooses a title that seems interesting, and Mike, ever vigilant, checks to make sure that the title is appropriate, while at the same time maybe finding something that Max himself might find interesting. It's a long process, searching, finding, reviewing. It can take hours, but occasionally a book passes muster. Max approve, Mike's approve, and the book goes into the collection of possible books for purchase. There are many stories for a curious boy like Max to choose from. Heroes, monsters, stories of the past, and stories of the future. Occasionally, Mike will find a story that he thinks Max will enjoy, and Max might find a story that he thinks his father will approve of. Back and forth until they agree on an appropriate selection. When the checkout counter is ritually cleaned, Max approaches with the books that he hopes to purchase. As Max is too young to yet have a job to earn dollars, the only currency the Source accepts, it's up to his father to finish the transaction. As he leaves, Max signals to his friends that he's been successful in the hunt. Upon arriving home, Max can hardly wait to leave his father behind as he runs toward the house, eager to take off his coat and boots and begin reading his stories. Settling in his favorite chair, he promptly opens his stories and is transported to another world. He may stay there for many, many minutes or hours, reading the stories that he's hunted for.